Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum has broken below this upwards trending line of support, but currently Ethereum is testing this horizontal line of support, and in just a moment I'll be looking at important support and resistance for Ethereum and some new Ethereum price targets to pay attention to. And considering the fact that recently I've been getting hundreds of comments asking me to talk about Shiba Inu, I'll be doing that towards the end of this video because Shiba Inu is one of those few coins that's actually having some crazy gains while a lot of other cryptos are seeing a pullback. So definitely make sure you're watching this video all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And what we can see straight away is obviously Ethereum has broken below this upwards trending line of support, which just yesterday was coming in at just above 4.1k at around 4,130 approximately. And recently on the channel, I've been letting you guys know we need to hold above that level in order to remain bullish here, because of course we had some other small patterns like that small inverse head and shoulders pattern that was technically forming on the 2-hour chart that I was talking about over the past couple of days. But I also let you know over the past few days on the channel that if Ethereum breaks below this upwards trending line of support, then I would expect Ethereum to come straight back down to this exact level right here. And that's pretty much exactly what we've done. And by the way, this line of support that I have not moved in days now on the channel, that is coming in at around 3,970 US dollars. And the reason behind that level is simply because we found support previously and also resistance at that level previously on the chart. And at least at the time of filming this video, Ethereum is respecting that level with just a small bounce. But obviously the markets are pretty volatile at the moment, so it's still important to talk about some other potential points of support in case we do end up seeing a break below this level. But we also have the 75 exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart coming in at that same support level. And I've also been talking about this EMA on the channel recently because we found huge support along this exact exponential moving average previously in this uptrend. And during this downtrend that we saw back in September, this EMA was acting as major resistance. So while we're still holding above the EMA, we're actually still looking pretty good in the short term for Ethereum. But of course, if we start breaking below this important support in the short term, then I would expect to see a little bit more of a pullback in the Ethereum price. And so just taking a look at some other important levels to pay attention to, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing low at around 2,630 all the way up to this swing high at around 4.4k. What we can see is, first of all, the 23.6% Fibonacci level is coming in at this same support level that I was just talking about, just underneath 4,000 US dollars. But anything lower than that, if we start breaking this immediate support, then we do have the 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is the second most important Fibonacci level, coming in at just above 3.7k, more specifically at around 3,730 US dollars. And we've also found previous support at pretty much that exact same level back here. So basically, if we start breaking down towards around 3.9k with some strong confirmation on the chart, then I would expect Ethereum to continue perhaps down towards 3.7k as the next major area of support. But obviously that only comes into play if we do actually see a confirmed break below the current level of support. And then anything lower than 3.7k, we've got huge support at around 3,500 US dollars. And also bringing out the VP VR indicator, what we could see is some interesting volume clusters at the moment. First of all, the main volume cluster to the downside is coming in at just above 3,800 US dollars. And then below that level, the next major volume cluster is coming in at around 3.6k approximately. So these levels can also act as support for Ethereum moving forward. And the major point of resistance, at least in the immediate short term for Ethereum, is right here because of two reasons. First of all, that was the upwards trending line of support. And now that we've broken below that line, technically speaking, that should be flipped into resistance. And also we've got this volume cluster coming in at around 4,140 approximately. So if we do end up seeing a bit more of a bounce here in the short term for Ethereum, then I would expect to run into resistance at around that sort of level. Anything above that level then coming in at around 4,250 approximately is really the last major point of resistance before the all-time high level at around 4.4k, which will also act as a bit of resistance. And then obviously above the all-time high, that is when things start to get really bullish for Ethereum, but obviously we're not there yet. Those are just the main support and resistance levels that I am paying attention to right now for Ethereum. And also my Ethereum strategy at the moment is to simply dollar cost average slowly into Ethereum, especially if we continue with a bit more bearish price action, then that would make for an even better buying opportunity. Of course, that's not financial advice. That's just giving you guys an inside look of my Ethereum strategy, because when you're zooming out on the bigger picture, even though we have broken this trend line right here, Ethereum is still clearly in an uptrend on the 4-hour chart, also on the daily charts, because of course we broke above this previous daily high. And technically speaking, we still have this price target for this huge inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is still currently active on the the chart, and that is coming in at around 4,700 US dollars per Ethereum. But we can't forget about those other points of resistance between the current price and that price target. And on top of that, we still have this huge cup and handle pattern on the daily time frame for Ethereum, which has already formed, and we've already seen a breakout to the upside with a successful retest. And so right now, for as long as we're holding above around 3,850 approximately, which is the breakout line, then this pattern is still actively playing out, and the technical price target is coming in at around 6,200 US dollars per Ethereum. But considering the size of this pattern and the fact that it's on the daily time frame, a price target towards 6.2k will obviously not happen straight away. That's kind of over the longer term, perhaps over the next few months, that sort of thing. And taking a really quick look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin right now, because as you can see, we saw that perfect retest just the other day, and then Ethereum had another bullish push to the upside after that retest. And right now we've actually gotten a rejection from a Fibonacci level. Just bringing out the fibs on the chart, what we can see here is the 78.6% Fibonacci level coming in at around 0.0693 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And right now this previous golden pocket level, which was acting as resistance, is coming in at around 0.0675 Bitcoin per Ethereum and going down towards 0.067 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And right now Ethereum is currently testing the golden pocket to potentially confirm a major breakout to the upside. So for as long as we're holding above those levels, we're still looking really good here for Ethereum valued against Bitcoin. And now taking a quick look at Shiba Inu. This is one of your most suggested altcoins in the comment section down below. I don't normally include cryptos like this on the channel, but I always read your suggestions in the comment section down below. And if a lot of you are commenting the exact same thing, that's when I'll take notice of those suggestions and I'll be sure to turn that into a video here on the channel. But anyway, getting into Shiba Inu, and first things first, just a quick disclaimer, it's extremely dangerous to be accumulating at the current prices. And I'm not only saying that just because we had a huge gain recently. That is one of the reasons, but I'm going to go through a few different reasons to show you exactly why Shiba Inu is at some very high risk levels right now. The first and most obvious one is the fact that we've already seen a huge gain to the upside, and a big mistake that the beginners commonly make is the fact that they see a chart like this going almost straight to the upside and they think that the gains are just going to last forever. But what's really important to realize, especially for the beginners out there, is the fact that we've already seen these gains. These gains have already been printed on the chart. They have come and gone. And so we have to come to terms with that and think about where Shiba Inu could be going from where we are right now. Another reason why Shiba Inu is at some very high risk levels right now is due to this chart just here. And you might be thinking, well, this looks very similar to the Shiba Inu chart, but this is actually the Dogecoin charts back in the first half of this year, leading up to the all-time high that we set in early May. And just switching back and forward, this is the Shiba chart and this is the Doge chart. And you can see there's a lot of similarities right now between the two. And what's really interesting with Doge is we actually performed this huge triangle pattern, this bull pennant, leading into February this year. And of course, we broke out to the upside in the beginning of April this year. And we basically hit the exact price target for Dogecoin before we started to top out. And if you're on the channel back then in early May, literally one day before we topped out for Dogecoin, I warned all of you that we are due for a major crash in Dogecoin and that we are about to top out any moments now. And the very next day was the Dogecoin top before we had a 70% crash over the next couple months. And so right now, measuring out the same measured move for Shiba Inu in this case, what we could see is the fact that Shiba Inu has actually just exceeded the technical price target for this huge bull pennant. And once again, in Dogecoin, you can see that we slightly exceeded that price target before we saw a major pullback in the price. And just switching back to Shiba, I'm sure you can see the similarities right now. And that is not all. When we're zooming out on the daily time frame for Shiba Inu and taking a look in the daily RSI, what we can see here is the fact that the RSI enters extremely overbought territories on the daily time frame for Shiba Inu at basically the same time that we're due for a major market top, or at least a very strong short-term cool-off. And if you're taking a quick look at where the RSI is right now, we're extremely overbought on the daily time frame, and we're approaching the same level that we topped out the last two times. Just placing a horizontal line here in the RSI, what we can see is the last two times we perfectly topped out at this exact level on the daily RSI. That is coming in at around 94 on the RSI, and right now the RSI is currently coming in at 89 for the Shiba Inu daily time frame. So basically the RSI is telling us that we are very close to the top, perhaps a few days away. So yes, in the short term, technically speaking, it is possible for us to see a little bit more gains here, but the risk that you'll be taking on board is extremely high at these current prices. Not to mention the current market cap for Shiba right now sitting at around 26 billion US dollars. And that's only looking at the circulating supply. When you're looking at the fully diluted market cap, you're looking at a market cap of around 64 billion US dollars, which by the way, a market cap of 64 billion would place us up towards towards Cardano and Solana. And we're talking about a meme coin here. And I understand that it has some other things going on, like Shiba Swap, for example. But you also have to understand that we've had swaps for quite a while. That is absolutely nothing new. And for example, one of the biggest decentralized exchanges out there is, of course, Uniswap. And right now, that has a market cap of around 15 billion. So right now, Shiba Inu's market cap is nearly double Uniswap's market cap. But Uniswap is one of the biggest decentralized exchanges out there. So when you're looking at Shiba Inu at nearly twice the valuation of something like Uniswap and the fully diluted valuation of Shiba Inu placing us up towards Solana and Cardano, that is how you know that things are starting to get out of hand. And while it is technically possible, we could continue to head a little bit higher in the short term, mainly due to FOMO kicking in. It's just simply way too much risk, at least for me, to be getting into Shiba Inu at the current prices. Not to mention that I've been getting a lot of comments and tweets talking about how cheap Shiba Inu is, considering the fact that it's less than a cent per coin. But that is another major mistake that the beginners make. They look at only the price of the coin and not the market cap or the supply, because even though the current price per coin might seem cheap, you have to realize that the current circulating supply of Shiba Inu is at nearly 400 trillion and the total supply is 1 quadrillion. So for the complete beginners out there, that's exactly why it is so cheap per coin. It's just because of the huge supply of this coin. And I recently tweeted this out, basically saying that this is FOMO in its pure form. And I was saying that Shiba Inu seems like it's really fun right now, but so did Dogecoin before May came around. And that is super important to realize. Back in the first quarter of this year, and especially towards April, leading right up to May, there was huge euphoria in Dogecoin. Everyone was going crazy. Everyone was expecting it to continue forever. And when I posted that warning video saying that Dogecoin is about to top out very soon, not many people listened, and I actually got a lot of dislikes on that video. But at the end of the day, I warned you guys just one day before the Dogecoin top, and it's very likely that Shiba Inu is going to reach a top sometime soon. Obviously, it's extremely hard to predict the exact top. It could be in a couple of days, it could be in a week or two, but either way, pretty soon a major top is coming, and I expect a pretty large drawback in the price of Shiba. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future updates every single day. As always, I really do appreciate all of your support, and we just hit 80,000 subscribers, and honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. And before you click off, for the new viewers on the channel, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a trading tutorial video showing you how I trade crypto, and a passive income video showing you how I earn passive income every day in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.